amazing. I mean, I understand what this season's about, and we got high expectations. It's going to take a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's just basketball. I know. Praise God for the opportunity to be healthy, play the game, and good things
happen. You critics really forced this game out of this dude. Bro, I've been laughing since the game been over. Really, I've been laughing since he made that left wing 3-pointer. Hey, man. Opinionated MJ. MoNeYBaLL 52. I wish it was MoNeYBaLL 62 because Steph just dropped 62. Hey, man. Y'all need to stop slandering Steph Curry, please. Twitter. Shannon Fry. Anybody that's got something to say about Steph Curry. Listen, I'm going to just break it down like I've been breaking it down. Listen, a lot of people consider LeBron a GOAT. A lot of people consider Kevin Durant the GOAT scorer, even over Jordan. LeBron GOAT over Jordan. Steph Curry is the GOAT shooter, period. Like, that's it. We don't put him in the GOAT conversation. We just recognize that he's the GOAT shooter. And you actually have the nerve to criticize the only unanimous MVP ever in the NBA and say stuff like, oh, this is a legacy game for Steph. Oh, Steph need to carry this team. James Harden could do it. If you just switch LeBron James with Steph Curry, LeBron would take this team to the finals. If you switch Steph Curry with James Harden will be winning games with this team. Y'all don't watch Steph enough. Steph is actually a very, very, very great team player. He was looking to get his teammates involved. He was looking for his teammates to wake up. He was looking for his teammates to assume their roles. He was looking for them to step into who they are supposed to be in Kerr's offense. And y'all talked so much stuff about Steph after Friday that this dude really came out. And hold on, in the first half, he only made 4 threes. And if I'm not mistaken, he only had like 45 points after the half, something like that. I don't know. It might be less, 36, something like that. But he only had 4 threes at the half made, 12 points. And I want to say that he had 42 at the. I don't even know, bro. I watched the game though, but I'm real elated right now because I had a 3-day weekend, man. So I've been watching old basketball games. I sat up here and I watched old Warrior games. I watched games before KD. You know, since everybody was looking for answers. Oh, the Warriors. Oh, they not. Oh, Steph not. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. When actually his teammates just not making shots. But then they made shots today. And then as soon as they start making shots, you see what Steph can really do. And then a lot of stuff that he was doing was in somebody's face. The dude made a 3 in Dame's face. Even Dame had something to say. Oh, you know, you're not seeing the same looks that you seen from 4 or 5 years ago. Well, Steph been getting guarded hard since what? After the MVP, after the championship. Before KD, he been getting guarded like that since KD and Clay went down. We seen the boxing one from the finals against Toronto, and he still was dropping numbers. I just think y'all need to relax. Like, this man isn't James Harden. He's not LeBron. He's not Kevin Durant. I think people need to actually sit back, relax, and accept Steph for Steph. I think we get caught up too much. I won't even say we, because I know how to separate everybody. But people, fans, media, I won't even include the media because they bias right now. But fans get caught up in just a player being able to do the same as another player. You want 6'3", 195 Steph to do what arguably 6'10", 7 feet Kevin Durant is doing. What 6'9", 6'10", 250, 260, 240, whatever weight you want to put on LeBron is still bigger than Steph. Everybody want to put that on him. They put Kawhi on him. Now y'all comparing Dame to him. And I like Dame. I love Dame. That's actually one of the people I've been riding hard for. And that's a better comparison. But Dame, to be really in the conversation with Steph, has to win MVPs, at least one, and a championship. And that's not a knock on Dame. It's just hard in this league, man. Especially coming out the Western Conference. So, the same man, listen, you know what, let me try to set this up where it's not shade. LeBron would be looking at going after his 8th ring. 8. Listen. 8. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Excuse me. Not 4, not 5, not 6. 8 rings, bro. If Steph Curry didn't put a wedge in that, LeBron would have 7 rings right now. 7, bro. And if he would have 7 and still have 2016 on his resume, that would arguably be GOAT status. So you have your collection of fans that are mad that Steph, put a wedge in that. 3 rings. He put 3 wedges in that. And you have a lot of those same fans that, and media types, let me include that, because it seems like a whole roster of them. LeBron played with Channing Frye. He played with Kendrick Perkins. He played with Damon Jones. He played with Richard Jefferson. He played, it seems like the media is, outside of Skip Bayless, is damn near ex-LeBron teammates, to the point that I've stopped listening to y'all. If you're not Bill Simmons, because he's a great basketball mind, y'all could love me or hate me for that, whatever. I love Bill Simmons. The dude loves basketball. He's Boston biased, but that's home team. I respect home team bias. One thing I will say I don't like is that Bill Simmons was talking about James Harden was better than Kobe Bryant a little while, before Kobe passed. But whatever. I listen to Jaylen and Jacoby. I listen to a bunch of people that I've come across on Twitter that are passionate about the sport. And I stopped listening to a lot of the media types because y'all bought, LeBron James has. Shout out to LeBron, though. Y'all getting y'all money. If I could do it like that, I would. I really would. But LeBron James has a section in Bleacher Report. LeBron James has a lot of people that have played with him that have respect and admiration for him. And that's fine. But I can't sit up here and listen to their takes. Like Shannon, I ain't going to even get on Shannon. Someone said Steph's legacy was on the line Friday. I want to say probably too early for him to see that. And he responded today. 62 points. And scored more than the Blazers backcourt. And CJ McCollum acts like he don't really want to miss nothing. But what I'm trying to get after is everybody was hating on Steph. I don't know. Apparently he read it. Apparently he read it. And I don't know what was going on in his mind, but kill. So here we are after a 62-point Steph Curry game early in the season. Game 6, game 7. Like, Steph Curry has the potential to be able to drop 30 a game. I just hope y'all don't think that he can't. The dude is actually the most unselfish superstar in the NBA. Oh, but LeBron passed the ball. Oh, but Russell averaged triple doubles. Steph, the most unselfish superstar in the game, bro. Unselfish superstar in the game. Let me make sure I say that clearly. The dude literally told, or it was reported that he told Kevin Durant, if you win an MVP, I'm going to be right here rooting for you. Who doing that? If Kyrie, you know what, I'm not even going to make this slander podcast. I'm going to just say, if you want to win an MVP and you want to do it with another superstar on your team, go play with Steph Curry. It's just funny. I'm a segue though. Hopefully that's enough Steph for y'all. But y'all need to leave that man alone. And he probably about to go on a tear. Honestly, he probably really taking that stuff personal. Like for real. You know, that's something. I'm sure he's passionate about basketball. I'm sure he wants to prove everybody wrong. I'm sure he wants to get the Warriors back on track. And I'm sure he still wants to be considered who he is in the eyes of everybody. So, hey, he dropped 62 today. He might drop 40 tomorrow, you know, in an easy win. And I'm going to note something somebody on Twitter said. Nat, Steph, you know, everybody's like, oh, he didn't drop this much and this much before and blah, blah, blah. The boy be sitting after 3 quarters. He be sitting after the 3rd quarter. In the past, do your research. Did y'all not watch Steph Curry? Y'all really didn't watch this dude ascend? Y'all didn't watch him come from Davidson to the NBA and suddenly just poof, he's a champion? Y'all didn't watch that? It's understandable. Everybody got their picks. But I'm a segue. I ain't gonna just hog the whole pot on Steph. Yo, Philly and Phoenix right now, top 2 teams. It would be nice if that was a finals matchup. It would be interesting. Because it would suddenly be shooting versus interior. To me, anyway, because Ben Simmons, yeah, he made a 3 the other day, but he's not a shooter. So, to me, that would be interesting. But it's just nice to see some different people in different places right now. Like, we don't have a clear MVP. Right now, if I had to choose an MVP, I would arguably choose Jaylen Brown as MVP. And that's different. But we're only a few games in. So, I mean, not get ahead of myself and all of that, whatever people want to say. It's not Luka. It's not LeBron. It's not Giannis. I mean, unless you guys want to force that in there. It might be Steph now, since the 62-point game. This is never not going to be funny. It's just hilarious because of the build up and then the outcome, the result. That's just crazy. Um, my last my last take on this pod is that I'm thinking this season, load management might actually backfire because the season is a little compressed by 10 games. This season has a lot more back to backs, but it's in the same place. But at the same time, it's still a lot of back to backs. It just is. And I don't really think that load management is going to help. So let's say Kawhi, LeBron, Jimmy Butler. I throw Kawhi in there because he's got the knee. Let's say KD, Russ, a few players, they sit 10, 12, 14, 15 games. You know, they don't play the second or the back-to-back or the first, whatever. I think that is actually going to affect them come playoff time because that's a lot of games, bro. I go to the minimum. You missing 10 games. Hey, you missing 8 games. That is going to impact chemistry. That is going to impact continuity. That is going to affect consistency. And teams will figure a way to win without you. Now, not everybody is the Toronto Raptors because they did it when Kawhi was sitting. Still won. Kudos to Toronto because that was great. That is a full championship won. I don't care if KD went down, Clay went down. They earned that championship. Shout out to Toronto. Because you don't go through that many games without your best player and actually win those games and take that into the playoffs and not have a hiccup. We seen the Clippers last year. So while y'all thinking, oh, well, stop. The Clippers last year. I know y'all got a lot to say about them. Everybody does. Even I talk about Paul George. Pandemic P, whatever. Layoff P. Like, you just have to have chemistry. You have to make sure everybody is on a similar page, if not the same page. That's hard to attain. So I have to give them their respect. But this year, load management is everything. Where, you know, I got a fantasy league going on. And LeBron was listed as game time decision. And then, poof, he's healthy. Oh, let me plug LeBron back in. Of course, dude gonna drop a near triple-double, if not a triple-double. Gotta plug him in. Fantasy basketball, get that. And even LeBron knows he doesn't need to miss many games because those games are the games where you will learn the most about your teammates. So, how many players will actually be able to withstand that? Can Kawhi withstand that with a degenerative knee? LeBron, Jimmy Butler, Lakers Heat, playing so late into, you know, the championship season last year. Or, well, I can say last year now since it's 2021. Into October. Season start right back up in December. We'll see. But I just don't think that that's a good way to go this year. With so many teams that had so much time off, you got to continue to put the time in. Opinionated_MJ on Twitter. Opinionated.media. Yes, it's a website. ComicalMinds.com for all your movies, anime, all that. Look out for Crispy Chris TV on YouTube. Hip Hop News, all that. Love y'all.